So I want to share a little something with you. I just got back from the supermarket and I did a little, it's crazy. I know. I did a little selfie with the cookies. Hysterical, crazy. I used to eat a lot of cookies, and that was a big, big thing for me. And I am the creator of the Losing Weight Without Dieting program. And I'm the author of the book, Loving the Skin You're In, The Juicy Woman's Guide to Making Peace with Food and Friends with Your Body. And the reason why I did a cookie selfie, and it was better and more enjoyable for me to leave the cookies there, the Bisco wafers and the Lorna Doone cookies, which I used to love so much, and I still do. But the thing is, I don't necessarily need to eat them to get the feelings from them. And there's a reason why, is because I was taught by the best. The woman who taught me how to do this strategy is Connirae Andreas, one of the original co-founders, co-developers of NLP, neuro-linguistic programming. And she became my mentor back in 2006. And I wanted to share a little tiny bit of my book with you, reading about that experience with Connirae. Hold on just a second. Here we go. All right. In pursuit of completing a final assignment to get my NLP master certification, I wanted to interview Connirae Andreas. She had been an iconic inspiration throughout my entire NLP training. I had read her books and amassed a library of her videos demonstrating her work with students and clients. When I learned she was the creator of a process called the naturally slender eating strategy, I knew that I had to speak with her. I asked my NLP instructor, Rachel Hott, PhD, to introduce me to Connirae. She shared Connirae's email address with me, and I wrote and told Connirae how much I appreciated her and what a role model she had been for me. Within a few days, I was shocked and surprised when Connirae graciously replied to my email and agreed to speak with me and let me and teach me her naturally slender eating strategy. At the time, I was running a series of losing weight without dieting seminars. In that program, I was teaching women to use EFT, emotional freedom technique, along with the principles of intuitive eating. All the women who were using EFT and combining it with the principles were doing very well. They were not hungry between meals. They went for long periods of time without thinking of food. They stopped eating soon after they had first sensation of feeling satisfied. They were more relaxed and they were losing weight. However, those who were not using EFT were unable to control their eating, were frustrated by constant cravings. They couldn't stop thinking about food, gave into constant binging, beat up on themselves, and were struggling with gaining weight. I was among them, okay? I was among them since I doggedly refused to rely on any crutches. I was dead set on making intuitive eating work for me. In my heart, I questioned whether EFT was necessary to control my ravenous hunger. I shared with Connie Ray my theory of why we non-EFTers were facing this food crisis. I suggested to her that those of us who were not using EFT, despite knowing its effectiveness, might have some kind of inner conflict. I assumed, wait a minute, I assumed it was this conflict, or as Dr. Maxwell Maltz called it, a fat self image that caused us to overeat and give in to binges and self destructive impulses. Connirae said that sometimes there's an inner conflict, but sometimes the person just doesn't have a strategy for dealing with food that works. She said that a good place to start is to learn the naturally slender eating strategy. She said, if you know how to choose food and eat the same way naturally slender people do, you have an important foundation. In order for food to become a non-issue, we need to know this strategy. Sometimes this is all we need. If we learn this strategy and still have difficulty with eating, this tells us there's more to do. Maybe there are other inner parts to work with, or other inner beliefs, or something else. If you take the naturally slender eating strategy and you teach that for starters, it gives you a reference point. And if something still isn't working about eating, then it's easier to be clear on exactly what that is. If something comes up, you can say, oh, good, this is exactly bringing me to what I need to work on. She went on to explain that with this strategy, it's never a failure or a mistake. Now, I want you to really, really get this. It's never a failure or a mistake to find yourself going off track. So let's just say, I'm going to depart from the book for a moment. Let's just say you went crazy during the holidays and you ate everything that wasn't nailed down. Maybe, just maybe, you're saying, oh my God, what's the matter with me? I'm such a fat pig. I have no self control, no discipline. Don't go down that road. Let me keep going and tell you what Connirae said. So it's never a failure or a mistake to find yourself going off track. If you go off track, you can just think, good, this puts me exactly where I need to be. This experience is exactly what I need to make better choices over time. As I took in the full meaning of what she told me, I felt the perpetually hungry part of me breathe a huge sigh of relief. From our conversation, I knew that I didn't have to fight with myself any longer. This was a complete and total reframe of what was traditionally believed about overeating. By viewing a binge in this way, it gives you more choice, flexibility, compassion, and space to love that part of you and find out what you need. As you learn this strategy, you're going to discover how binging actually gives you good information. So I'm going to leave you there with this. You can definitely purchase my book. It's on Amazon. Actually, I'll give you the Gumroad link. It is, oh my gosh, 464 pages packed with information on how to love yourself, how to make peace with food and friends with your body, how to change your negative thoughts, how to be more assertive, how to communicate more effectively. Oh my God, it is so packed with information. And the core of it is that you learn to love yourself on the bad hair days, when you're not dressed, when you don't have yourself looking fabulous. It does not matter. It does not matter. It is a question of being able to show up 100% or the highest level possible despite what you look like. It doesn't matter what you look like. Okay, because we don't always look picture perfect. There you go. So I just want to share this with you. And if you want to know a little bit more, come to my TikTok. And also, I'm going to be sharing the link in my Facebook. I will walk you through the process that I created, which I also shared in my book, Love in the Skin You're In. That is a very significant part of my losing weight without dieting program. And that strategy is the mindful and gentle eating process. So in the TikTok video, you will see me using that process, eating an orange and also eating Ferrero Rocher chocolate truffle. So no foods are forbidden, okay? Eat what you like, listen to your body, and just keep on tuning in. Have a great day. Bye now.